So it is the 6th of August 2019 today, which means that I've been in business for exactly 1 entire year. And I thought in this video what I would do is kind of do like a year in review, if that makes sense. So let's jump in.
Check it out. Hey. Since 1993, I've been smoking weed. Ask about me. Niggas know not to.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is, I want to keep this video. Oh, by the way, let me get some things out of the way. My hair, you know, what I'm wearing, etc., etc. I literally just woke up, and I thought that like if I would make this video for being, you know, a year in business, I thought that maybe, you know, I should do it when I just wake up and, you know, just give it to you super candid, no script, no writing, no notes, just kind of tell you how I feel about the year, honestly, and tell you about the things that I think I fucked up on, the things that I did amazing at, you know, things that I'm really happy about, and so on. So, you know, let's jump into it. I mean, the journey alone has been crazy. I mean, I went from, you know, working in Holland Barrett just around the corner, you know, to, you know, getting this crib and having like a really successful agency, and now a successful personal brand as well. And it's been weird, you know. I mean, you know, before I started, you know, this particular entrepreneurial journey, I'd already had 5 failed businesses before this. So my motivation was at an all-time low. I really don't, and if you want me to be completely honest, I really didn't think that I was going to make this happen. You know, I tell people that all the time, and they're always like, yeah, but, you know, you kind of did. And I was like, no, not really. You know, I was getting fucking baked like every day, you know, before then. And to be honest, you know, one of the reasons I think, we'll get into the financial goals in a second, but one of the reasons that I don't think I was just under making 100K this year. And I just missed it by, you know, like 8K or something like that. So annoying. And I know that I could have hit that if I wasn't getting baked as much. So, you know, weed has been a, you know, I don't know if I guess I would say an addiction, but, you know, an issue that I've been going through in my life, and it's so fun, and I love it, and it allows me to connect with my friends and my family, and, you know, I feel way more relaxed, and it removes a lot of my anxiety. But, you know, when it comes to business, it's, you know, those two things, they don't parallel, unfortunately, or at least not for me. I don't have the self-control to do that, and I'm just honest with myself. So I've been off weed for a little bit. I'm currently in a 30-day challenge, which is why I'm like way more clear. But and you can even see it, like if you actually go back like through some of my YouTube videos, you can see like I'm not high in any of them, but like you can see that like I've had a bit of a rough night and a bit of a crazy night. And, you know, for a guy that runs a 6-figure business, it's kind of like fucking ludicrous, to be honest. But yeah. But yeah, financially, I didn't hit my 100K goal, so I didn't hit it. You know, it wasn't even a goal originally. I mean, my original goal, I think, was like to make like £1,000 by December, you know, last year. And obviously, I did that in like the first month, so it was like really easy. And I just kept on stacking them and stacking them and stacking them. I even have like the Trello board. Maybe I can throw it up on here. I have like the Trello board, like a picture of it, like from like, you can see like from like August last year to September, you know, November, December, and you can see me like trying to motivate myself, being like, keep going, keep doing your thing. And yeah, it's just super weird, you know. Like I'm sure, you know, maybe some other people who have went through a similar journey to me can relate, in the sense that, you know, like you put all this effort in to achieve it, and you're like, huh, I did it, you know. And I'm not saying it was easy, but you know, it was definitely more of a mental thing for me, you know, more of a mindset thing. Again, you know, all of the tactics and, you know, and so on for business are so easy. Like, you know, you can find that anywhere, but, you know, believing that you can do it was something that I really struggled with in the beginning. So that's something that I've worked on. I've also noticed that business is being so holistic, in the sense that, like, it's like, to do really successful at business, it's not just about business. It's like having the other areas in your life handled, you know, everything, you know. Like it's something I neglected my dating life for a little bit while I was building my business, and now I have that sorted. You know, I neglected my social life for a little bit, and now I have that sorted. And you know, for me at least, you know, those are things that are super important to me. So yeah, but I didn't reach the 100K goal, which I was kind of annoyed about, because, you know, I guess I can't technically say that I'm a 6-figure agency owner, but I'm like this far away, and I've had like a couple payments come in this morning, so maybe I'm, you know, even closer. But who gives a fuck, you know? It's like this monetary number that like nobody gives a fuck about, like 100K, like who gives a shit? What does that even mean? You know, like, you know, does it make any difference that I made? I mean, if I'm honest, originally I was going to make this video and be like, I failed, you know, failing to reach 100K SMMA or something like that. And you know, I did it more as a joke because I was going to be like, it's 100K, and then I made like 92 or whatever. But at the end of the day, it literally doesn't fucking matter. It's the same thing with the 10K thing, you know, like I remember when I reached 10K a month, and even, you know, I think it was last month, I did like $15,000 in 1 month. And I remember reaching 10K in pounds, and I was like, what the fuck is, like, I remember thinking like that was the goal. You know, you always hear about it in the SMA community, like 10K is like the be all end all. And do you want me to be completely honest? I didn't even notice it fucking happened until, like, you know, I kind of looked at my numbers and so on, but it doesn't mean anything. You know, me making 10K a month, me making 5K a month, me making 1K a month, you know, it's really, you know, all about my mental health and how I feel about it. And to be honest, I really don't give a fuck about making like extra money. It's just that the only reason I'd ever want to make more money is just so I can support my family more and my dad more, and because my dad has like a lot of health complications and he was in a coma, and you know, it's a long story which I haven't really spoke about, but you can learn more about it on my Instagram. I talk about it sometimes. But yeah, I mean, what else? Family, my friends, you know, I feel closer to them. You know, I've been happy enough to you know, inspire, you know, my friends and so on, and I've even, you know, like 2 of my friends have even been able to like allow them to quit their jobs and stuff like that, and they can come work for me, put the homies on the payroll. And that was something that was super important to me in the beginning, because what's the fucking point in making all this money and having a baller crib if I can't even fucking hang out with my friends and it's not even fun and their life situation is shit? Does that make sense? I think like Jay-Z says, like, we judge, you know, like how successful you are by the people around you and how successful they are as well, you know. So like if you're not building up your group, your homies, your little squad, you know, then you're a fucking asshole. And if you want to keep it all for yourself, then fuck you. All right, so that's that. My family relationship is way better. You got to understand from my position, and I know that this is going to hit home for a lot of you guys, that when I was living with my parents originally, I was like dependent on them after my businesses failed and I came back to Leicester. I was living in Glenfield, and I was kind of like relying on my parents. I had no money. I was making £300 a month from Holland Barrett, working like every day, and my life sucked. And my relationship with my parents is so much better now, because like I'm very independent and I'm doing really well, and I'm really happy with how everything's going, just in my mind and in my business and in to be honest, all aspects of my life. The only thing I really don't feel like I have handled is you know, certain mindset things when it comes to like, you know, addiction and weed and drugs. It's a bit because I'm a 23-year-old, you know, everyone else my age is enjoying that lifestyle, and I know that I don't have the, you know, the schedule of a normal 23-year-old. So that was something, you know, weird. But with my family, going back to what I was saying before, you know, now that I'm like independent, there's not like that weird vibe where like you need them. Does that make sense? And obviously I love my parents, it's not like that. It's just that when you live with your parents, it's like they know and you know that, like, you know, they are in like a position where like they kind of like look after you. And when I moved out, I felt like my relationship with my parents got much better, just because, you know, I could communicate with them as like an adult and not like a fucking child that was like living with them as like a fucking asshole. Because at the time, I literally thought that my life was over. You know, like when I was 22, you know, my life is fucked. Like you know, like I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was very lost, and I was in this like downward spiral. And as you guys know, momentum is like maybe the hardest thing to get back. And it's took me a year to get to this point, you know. And you know, I just wish, if I have any regrets, I just wish that I didn't stop with my entrepreneurial journey. So when my last business failed and I stopped doing it and I moved back to Leicester, I wish I just went straight into the entrepreneurship again and kept that momentum. But I didn't, and I let it go away for a year and a half while I worked at Holland Barrett, and I essentially feel like I had to start from scratch. So that was really fucking tough. But what else? The mentorship program. You know, I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the mentorship program. We've had over 50 one-to-one students. It might even be closer to 60 now, to be honest. But you know, and that's not like a course. Like I've not got like 50 people in my fucking bullshit course. I have 50 people that I've taught one-to-one, you know, over like a month-to-month period, and it's been very. I don't even know what to say. Like I don't even know how to say it. Like it means a lot to me that you guys have put your trust in me, and I've put my, you know, my knowledge to you guys, and you guys are getting great results, and that makes me happy. And you know, it's a win-win, and it's dope. And the mentorship program is by far my proudest achievement. The agency is one aspect of it. Me teaching you guys is way more important to me. And you know, I'm super happy for everyone that joined the mentorship program and is crushing it, you know. And for the longest time, over the last like month or so, I've been completely booked out. I never expected my personal brand to grow as quickly as it did. And you might be like, "Well, Ryan, you only have like 100 subs on YouTube at this moment." It means nothing. Like when I started my last business, I really thought that you need to have like 100k on YouTube and 100k on like 10k on Instagram and stuff like that. None of this matters, you know. Like honestly, like it's really weird. Like, you know, I'm like a business owner, so I'd like try to monetize my Instagram and my YouTube, and you know, by just providing like a lot of value and actually really giving a fuck about you guys. And you know, I think that's why it's grown so quickly. I mean, at one point I was making more money from my YouTube channel with less than 100 subs than I was making from my entire agency, which is kind of fucking ludicrous, to be honest. So, you know, my personal brand is something I'm very proud of, and it's not even it's like in the infancy, you know. We've not even grown it in any way, but that will be coming over the next couple months and so on. And then maybe, you know, even a course, since that seems to be something that you guys want, and I keep on getting messages. And I was always, you know, very hesitant to do a course because I really like one-to-one, and I also feel like one-to-one is much more, it's a way more guaranteed way of getting success, you know, because like if me and you chit chat on a daily basis, and I actually have like very intense calls with you over however long it takes, you know, in the mentorship program, you're going to be successful. Like it's pretty much guaranteed. You know, obviously I can't guarantee it because you might go and fucking be a fucking asshole and not turn up to the calls, but you know, having someone like me to help you kind of guide you through it, not even from like a business standpoint, but more from like the emotional standpoint. I find that with a lot of my mentorship students, it's more like they want me to kind of just like tell them that they're doing the right thing, you know. Like they just want me to, they want to feel reassured that they know what they're doing, and I love that aspect of it. That's what a mentor is. I feel like a father to like a lot of these people, you know, and I've developed like a lot of really good relationships with a lot of my mentorship students that have gone past that, you know, mentorship role and more into this position where we become friends. But that's the majority, if I'm honest, because, you know, you're going through this emotional journey, and business isn't an emotional journey, you know. The journey to be successful in business, you know, is a fucking tough one, an emotional one, and you know, it really brings out, you know, the best in people, and it really shows you what kind of person you are. So yeah, it's crazy. But look, the goals for next year. What are the goals? I don't know. You know, I really don't know what my goals are for next year. I mean, the goal was always to get to this point, you know, to get the baller crib and to hang out with my friends and have a great life. But I don't know what the goals are now. You know, maybe I'll make a separate video about what the goals are for future. But, you know, I'm very happy with how everything's went this year. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I will most likely make a video about like the mistakes that I made, the 5 mistakes or whatever that I made in business in 1 year, and yeah. But look, guys, I want to say thank you to like everyone that's watching. Honestly, like it means a lot to me that you would even put your attention on this, let alone whether or not you're even listening to it. So, you know, I really respect you guys. I respect your time, and you know, everyone who's in the mentorship program, which is the majority of people who are watching this. You know, I love you guys, and we're going to keep on crushing it. We're going to keep on going. And then for the people who aren't in the mentorship program, I fucking love you guys still. You know, you're still the people who are watching it, you know, commenting, liking, and you know, I'm a normal person. Like I need motivation from you guys as well. You know, when you guys comment nice things, it makes me excited to go and do work. It makes me excited to make these videos. So, you know, and if I've touched, you know, your heart in any way, or I've helped you in any way, I would love to hear from you. And I don't want you to put it publicly or anything like that, because I don't give a fuck about that. You know, send me a private message. I'm not going to upload it anywhere. You know, I just want to connect with you guys, and yeah, I'm really, really happy. But yeah, a year in review, guys. You know, 6th of August 2019, started on the 6th of August 2018. It's been a great year. Next year will be better. Peace, guys.